you nothing. Check this out, man. It's a very sad situation, and no matter what side you on politically, no matter what side you on, this ain't right. This is something that is not right, and it is a very sad situation. What happened to Charlie in Utah? It's a very sad situation, and it's again one of these dark days of our country and in our history when it's sad that when people don't like the same thing that you like, violence. Something is wrong with that. Something is wrong with that. And if you don't see there's something wrong with that, something is wrong with you. People will do anything possible to shut you up when they don't believe in what you believe in. And that, my friend, is a very sad, sad situation and something that this country should not have to go through. Since we're one of the countries in the world that is supposed to be so much more advanced than everybody else. Why is it that this country go through that? Just last week, the level of violence is so stupid to me. But just last week in Charlotte, North Carolina, young woman from Ukraine. Now all of this that is going on in Ukraine, this young woman survived Vladimir Putin, come all the way here for a better life, sit on the train, mind her own business, going about her business, and then mess around and lose her life to somebody that has a extreme mental health problem. If that was your mom, your sister, your girlfriend, if that was somebody you knew, wouldn't you be mad about it? The acceptance of violence in this country does not make any sense. And people fight for gun rights, and yet this is the things that they do to that politician just because he didn't believe the same thing that you believe. Comment below if you just see something wrong with it. Because even before I got in to paying attention to politics, now I did do 16 years in prison, so I did lose my right to vote, but I got them rights back. But I automatically thought, hey, vote Democrat. Automatically. You're a black person. This how black people vote. We vote Democrat. Until man, they never really done anything for black people. Look at the what a lot of us might when by the time schools separated or integrated with blacks going to school with white folks. My mother was, I think she said she was in the fifth grade. So mostly none of us was around when they did that. But when you look at the Supreme Court justices that was trying to stop that, I looked at all these Supreme Court justices, they was Democrats. So Democrats not been for Americans, but they definitely not for black people. So just because this young man in Utah did not believe the same thing that you believe, they silenced him. That was a professional shot, and it damn near would surprise me if it was really truly an inside job. I just don't understand how somebody do that to that young brother. And see the thing about with these violent people like this, they don't care about your family. They didn't care about this dude, kids, his wife, mom, dad. They didn't care about none of that. They just took the man's life in cold blood. Whoever did it was definitely a professional. Most definitely was a professional. And went in there with the intent not to miss. People, this affects all of us, man. What regardless of what side of the spectrum that you're on, this you gotta be mad about this, man. You gotta say to yourself, if somebody don't like what you believe in, can this happen to you? Hell yeah, it can happen to you. That's the biggest problem in this country is we don't know how to take people when they don't like the same thing that we like. That has got to stop. That is this country's biggest problem. When this person don't like what I like, we got to resort to violence. That got to stop. That has to stop. That is the problem in the country. What happened to lining up and going head to head and may the best man win? And when you lose, you shake the winner's hand and go on about your business. This is a sad situation, man. If you're just coming in, man, like the stream, please. Please like the stream. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like. As I'm at work, backing this thing in slow and easy. It's not a rush. But people gotta realize that everybody is not gonna like the same thing. And that's okay. That is okay. But when did it become cool to want to take someone's life just because they don't like what you like? When did that become a thing? When did that become cool? When did that become acceptable? Some things need to be changed in this country, people. And everything can't be blamed on mental health. Yes, mental health is very real in this country and it goes under addressed. That is true. That is a fact. But everything can't be placed, all blame cannot be placed on, oh, he was mental health. No, we gotta account. We gotta be accountable. It's time to start being accountable. It's time for these politicians to start being accountable for setting society up for failure. Because a lot of this, and people are not paying attention, a lot of this is a set, it's because society has set us up for failure with some of the laws and some of these things that they got going on. We elect them and they feel like they're over us. But y'all, the politicians, Y'all supposed to be working for the people. That's the bottom line. Y'all supposed to be working for the people, not y'all the boss of us, and we the ones that put y'all in there. You got to make that make sense, people. You got to make it make sense. This man getting his life took because he believed in the Republican value and everything. What I want, what I challenge everybody to do is know what you voting for. Regardless of who you vote for. If you Democrats, if you vote for Republicans, you vote for. And that's what my thing was. When I got out of prison, got my right to vote back, I automatically assumed that I was supposed to vote for Democrats. So I didn't do the history. I didn't read nothing. I didn't ask nobody about nothing. It's just boom, automatic, hit the ground running. Democrats. I voted against Trump 2 times. But in them 8 years, what? I'm starting to see something. Even the first time Trump was in office, I was a business owner. Made more money than I ever had in my life. And then it crashed. Had to go back for working for somebody. And even at that time, I still didn't realize that what was going on under the Trump administration was the reason why I was making so much money. Then Joe Biden came into office. I had to get a regular job. I had to start driving buses for the city of Atlanta in the height of the pandemic. But notice I didn't go back to the street life. Notice that. I lost my business. Notice I didn't go back to the ways that I was in when I was in prison. That led me to prison. Notice that. But what I didn't do at that time, I didn't I didn't know the issues that I was voting for. I didn't know that the Democrats is and again, the LGBT community, they are people. Don't have nothing against them. You do your thing, you like it, I'm happy for you. I'm not telling people who to be happy for. But the Democrats is pushing it. They push abortion. They push the man out of the house. Tell a black woman, you don't need him. We gonna take care of you. They push that. Before we got here, they was pushing. Abraham Lincoln was all our life. It maybe a year or two ago that once they assassinated Abraham Lincoln, the next guy up was a Democrat. He tried to put Negroes back in slavery. He tried to put us back in slavery. That's a Democrat. That was that Democrat guy. And then it wasn't till Ulysses came along after him that shut slavery down for good. Know your history, people, when you voting. The Democrats ain't for you. That is it. And so because this man was outspoken, he doing what a lot of people need to do. This guy said what was on his mind. He was willing to sit and challenge you and talk to everybody. This guy was at a college in Utah yesterday, open to the public. Anybody got questions? Let's talk about it. It's a debate. Since when did having a debate become, if you don't like what a person say, you want to take their life? This ain't right, people. This ain't this is not right. And regardless of who you are, everybody should be mad about it. Everybody should be mad about this, man, because it could have been somebody that you love. Nobody cares about a situation till it affects home, till it hits home, till you till it happens to you, somebody that you love and care about. That's when it gets your attention. But until then, you don't care. You don't care. That's just like a lot of people don't like guns. A lot of people, lots of people don't like guns. Just don't like them. But guess what? When you need it, then what? Tell me about that. When you need that fire, then what? Of course you don't care. You don't care until you need it. Nobody ever does. So it's bad. This country is so divided. This country is extremely divided on so many levels till it's not even funny. To now where it just resorts to violence. It resorts to violence because you don't like what that guy like. We are a diverse world with a lot of views and a lot of diversity. You can't not you cannot like who you want to not like, but you can't take somebody's life because they don't believe in what you believe in. That is wrong. You can't do that. You cannot do that, people. This is crazy. You can't do it. So, as a country, man, some things got to change, man. All y'all people in Baltimore and New York and Memphis and St. Louis, Chicago, Albuquerque, Denver, Seattle, San Francisco, Oakland, Los Angeles. Y'all ain't woke up yet? Houston, Dallas. Y'all ain't woke up to these Democrats